Welcome to Ask an Expert. Hi, this is John Appleson, Marketing Manager with Pepperl+Fuchs. Today I'm joined by Casey Sutton. Casey works as an application engineer here at Pepperl+Fuchs. So welcome, Casey, and thanks for being here.
Hi, John. Thanks for asking me.
Okay, Casey, let's get started. The first question asked about placing two RLK series photoelectric sensors side by side and using one large reflector rather than two small reflectors. Casey, is this a good idea?
Not in this case. While it is true that you can use two retroreflective sensors with one reflector, you want to make sure that the sensors have crosstalk protection. If they do not, you have the possibility of the target being in front of one sensor, but the sensor not activating because it's receiving reflected light from the other sensor. With crosstalk protection, the sensors only sense their own emitted light.
Here's a question about an application where they're using a UBR-250 ultrasonic sensor. This ultrasonic sensor was designed for space-restricted applications and has a minimal deadband. With a sensing range of 0 to 250 millimeters, does that mean it can actually detect objects up to the face of the sensor?
Yes. The UBR-250 series reflex sensor was designed to work as a retroreflective sensor where it needs a reflector to function. The sensor is taught in to the position of the reflector, and any target that comes between the sensor and the reflector activates the sensor.
In addition to the sensing range, this sensor has an adjustment range. Casey, what is an adjustment range?
An adjustment range is the range you have to adjust where the sensor sees the target. In the case of the UBR-250 series reflex ultrasonic sensor, the adjustment range refers to where you can place the reflector.
Another question about this ultrasonic sensor, Casey. The UBR-250 sensor is a retroreflective mode sensor. Would it be a good selection when there's a background that needs to be suppressed?
That depends. If you have the ability and space in the application to install a reflector, then anything past this reflector would not be sensed. If mounting a reflector is not an option, then another one of our ultrasonic sensors would have to be used.
Well, if mounting a reflector is not an option, which ultrasonic sensor would you recommend?
Another one of our ultrasonic sensors, such as the UB100 series, would sense the target up to a predefined taught-in distance and suppress anything beyond that distance.
Well, that concludes this segment of Ask an Expert. I want to thank Casey for joining me today and thank our audience as well. For additional information, here are 5 easy ways to connect with us.